What is up, everybody? This is Merc with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Second Link. I'm Merc with the Mic. I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And like always, we have lots of wrestling. I actually watched lots of wrestling this week because I caught up with UK, and damn, that was worth it.
Good.
I was like maybe 6 episodes back, and then I was like, the fact that AEW is not on Wednesdays and NXT is on Tuesdays. I'm usually not watching anything on Wednesdays now, unless the basketball game. So I was like, you know what? Let me catch up with UK because I know UK been doing this shit. And damn, I was not disappointed. Like Tyler Bate versus A Kid was fucking fantastic. This week's that lady Miro Sakatora.
What's that, Amora?
Yeah, her and Kylie Ray had a fucking amazing match, and she's the new champion.
So I have to watch that now. Okay.
Yo, that was a really good match. What they doing with Walter, what they doing with Dragunov, what they doing with a lot of those dudes. It's a really fun show. And it's pure wrestling, so if you want the pure wrestling aspect of it, they doing a hell of a job there, and it's fun to watch.
Good. I'm glad it's still worth watching. So
yeah. So
they need to find a way to like get more eyes on that though.
I think I think that's the thing about having the network or Peacock is the fact that that's for a fact is exclusive to that. So they're not really like going crazy to get a TV slot for that. That's like mainly exclusive to Peacock.
But damn it, it's just so many good matches on there.
Yeah, it is something to watch, and again, I feel like it gets lacked down. Like honestly, like main event, no one really knows about main event. I do because Ali has been killing it on main event, and that's another thing that I've been watching. Because if Ali has a match on main event, I'm usually watching main event.
Gotcha.
And I think Jinder Mahal had a match as well.
Oh, okay, nice.
Can't hinder the gender.
They better not.
Yeah, so so those I've been just catching up with stuff. So NXT UK been fantastic. 205 Live been fantastic. I've been I caught up. I didn't really catch up, but I just caught up with some of the stuff I missed on main event. So it was Ali versus Jeff Hardy. I rewatched. Was Ali versus Angel Garza this week, and that was really good. I rewatched the 2 out of 3 falls with Ricochet. That was a fantastic match. If you have not watched it, watch it. And I got a response from Ali for 2 of my comments that I put up, and he said thank you.
Because he knows the fans are out here showing him the love that he can't get. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Damn right. So yeah, definitely check those matches out. They're all pretty solid matches. News. What are some wrestling news this week? Well, everything is going back live soon, so everything is being prepared. Even Slammiversary is going back live, and it's going to be in a crowd. And they're moving to St. Louis, and they're going to have live crowds back in Impact Wrestling as well. So live crowds are coming back little by little.
Good stuff.
Leo Rush retiring from pro wrestling because he has a really fucked up shoulder.
Oh, I didn't know. I just saw the announcement of his retirement. I didn't know why. So
yeah, he showed the X-ray of his shoulder, and it looks like it's like completely off the socket.
Wow.
It looks.
That's terrible.
The funny there's one person that's getting the most booked on the indie scene, and to be surprised is not the person you think it is.
I don't know who's wrestling on the independent.
So basically, the guys that just got released, of the people that just got released from WWE, one person is getting all like it's the most popular booking than the others. Who do you think it is?
This is the person, somebody who was released in April, right?
No, recently. Like they're getting booked now for later on shows.
Oh no, I had no idea. I would assume Braun Strowman.
It is not.
What? So who is it?
The most popular dude that everyone wants to work with is Buddy Murphy.
Oh, okay.
He's been getting crazy booked right now. So you starting September, you're gonna see Buddy Murphy fucking wrestling everywhere because he's taking every single booking.
Does he have like a a bulletin board or something? Does he is he a social media person? I don't think
He's
I've
not
ever
really a
seen.
social media person. Like he'll post his workouts, he'll post his meals, he'll post the dogs that he shares with Alexa Bliss, but he doesn't really post anything. He's not but I feel like he's gonna go more live when once his contract, like the 90 days, is up.
Okay, that's cool to hear. Though.
Yeah. Alex Black and Samoa Joe might be signing back to WWE.
Who's gonna put them where? What happened?
Uh,
Somebody was like, oh, we made a mistake. My
yeah.
bad, yo.
You know what? I feel like this is the thing. Everyone blames McMahon, and understandable, like he's the owner and stuff like that. But I come to a point that McMahon is not as present as you think it is, and it is usually goes by more of the budget and what the money they're spending than the actual product they see off the guy.
Well, that's just bad all the way
No,
around.
100%. It is what it is, but that's the business aspect of it. It's like I don't think Vince McMahon is watching everything. I don't think Vince McMahon is actually really having, like
Well, he's
I
still
know he's
sitting in the
building,
chair.
but he's not consistently there either no more.
Oh, he's not. Oh,
No,
I listen. I don't even know what he does. I don't know. Some people know when he eats and sleeps and
yeah,
shit. So
but
I have no idea.
but it's also like it's a whole business standpoint. They have people that do it, and honestly, they look at the budget, they look at the what they're making off the merch, and it's funny shit is with Alex Black. I was really surprised because Alex Black was actually one of the top NXT sellers in like merchandise and shit.
I wouldn't be surprised. He
Yeah,
has cool designs and stuff.
yeah, but
He's not the one that gets like three shapes on a T-shirt like Bloody Murphy got. I'll never forget that one.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That is true.
Or the Neville shirt. Oh,
Oh, that
that
was
was another
terrible.
one.
Yeah, but
Yep.
some of the guys might be showing back up. Just keep your eyes open. I think Alistair Black might get re-signed to the main roster, and then Joe was it was a lot of talks with NXT.
I wouldn't be surprised, but
Mm,
does he want to like? Has anybody talked to him? Like I know there's rumors and there's
yeah.
reports and stuff, but like Alistair Black hasn't said shit about that. And then Samoa Joe, I don't even
So
know where he
all
is.
these things popped up right after he did the podcast.
Okay, okay,
So no one really knows and stuff like that. I'm just reading from what the rumors are saying and shit like that. There's no like
okay.
actual, but we'll see when we see it. But I actually understand Alistair Black because right now you had him in the midst of a thing, and now you had nothing for Big E, and then you guys are not creative enough to make something for Big E. Like it's easy to build people, and the thing is, you got like I feel like the main writers and whatnot or have issues building people and just staying with the main stars that they need to build, and that's it.
I think somebody needs to get their ass kicked. That's what
Yep.
if you mess up the main show so bad that people just don't want to watch it no more, just off of the I it hurts, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure listen, there was some stuff again this Monday that was good, but man, let me tell you,
Yeah.
it ain't easy.
No, it's not.
So because that's how it is, I think a lot of stuff needs to change over there, man. It
Yeah.
just why you gotta how you make it so hard? Like Tuesdays and Fridays are amazing. How do you messed up? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a lack of building new talent, it's a lack of building stars. And Alex Black actually explained it well. Like they had issues like building new guys, and I feel like why it has to be such an issue doing that. Like if you build them right, get them in a winning streak, that 50-50 booking don't work. Like you have to build momentum for someone, especially if you're trying to build them for a babyface wise, because the fans are so like fast, like short attention span, like they'll lose interest in it.
But I see they have a problem, and I think it might be a little bit of the confusion of the short attention span because they do the hard opposite of what you said.
Yeah.
They do too much of
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
So instead of like letting somebody show up one time and then you be like, yeah, and then they disappear, they beat you over the head with them 5 times in a row in the same match.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, the one thing that I think that kept wrestling, good or bad, from getting too stale was just, all right, fine. if I don't like this one, I can get invested in this one. But if
Yeah.
it's the same three feuds every week, it's like, God damn, where's my variety? It's
I
three
feel
hours. How you do that?
Yeah, and there's no variety, and there's a lot of the same matchups and things like that. I understand, like, if you do two in a row, that's fine because it's like a back and forth kind of thing. But the moment you do a third match at the same exact match, then it's like, all right, now you gotta get creative with it. Now you gotta kind of extend it to a pay per view. The third match should always be like a pay per view. It should not just be raw match and then like that. And then I feel like they have to. I feel like they gotta focus on like show storylines and only show storylines, and then have pay per view building storylines with pay per building storylines. And there's a lot of mixed bags that I just scratch my head a lot with, especially with Raw. I scratch my head a lot with that. AEW, I scratch my head a lot with that. So it's like I I lose interest really fast, and I'm losing interest in like with Raw is getting harder and harder to watch because without me wanting to skip shit. So like if I see a match that is replayed, but I was like, why they're fighting a third time, then I'm like, yeah, I don't need to watch that. It's gonna be the same match. If they make it unique enough, as in they change the style of the match, or they're more aggressive in the match, and or it's like a stipulation match, like a hardcore match or a fucking ladder match, then I think you're gonna get me more interested. But then when it's a regular ass match, and then the next week is a regular ass match, and then the following week is a regular ass match, or a tag match.
But then wait, Merrick, wait. But see, look, what they've been doing, that's the hard part, is that they hook you by giving you unique opponents.
Yeah.
They give you the two, and then when you're expecting the third one to be unique,
Yeah.
they just cut the feud
Or put in a tag
and
match.
or put them in a tag match. But then they stop it, and then it's just like, well, there was a spark of something.
Yeah.
I was interested in this one. This was a new one, and then they ran it into the ground, and then they were like, oh, we ran it into the ground. Time to kill it. And it's like, damn. That's my main issue.
So, as we talk about this, let's go into our week in wrestling. We always start off with Monday Night Raw because it's the first show of the week. We start off with the Viking Raiders winning the over-the-top battle royal with The Miz and Morrison coming out. That was actually that shit made me a little early.
From the point when The Miz and Morrison came out, it was just a better time. Like The Miz almost getting lost down the ramp in slow motion had me dying, dude.
This week was a very good photogenic week. You had Dominic getting thrown out the ring with Roman. Yeah, Seth Rollins in his underpants getting beat up by Cesaro, and then you had that visual of him falling down the ramp.
So good.
Yeah, it was really good. I might have to like split all three for the main podcast picture. Right now it's just the Seth Rollins getting thrown into the door. Because those are like little moments that I like, enjoyed it. The battle royal was fine. I kind of honestly the way it was booked and the way it was looking, it kind of looked predictable to Riddle and Orton to win it. But I like the fact that the Viking Raiders. But then again, they're gonna get like a one-off against AJ and Amos, and most likely they're gonna win it. Just the fact that AJ and Amos hasn't really defended their titles yet.
What? Why is that? Like,
or they did, and I just don't remember. I think they did defend it against...
No, they defended it against... didn't they defend it against the guy who abandoned his partner last week?
Oh, yeah. That was a tag team title defense, yes.
That was the second one, right?
Yeah.
Second one. Because they had the New Day did get a rematch.
Shout outs to Lindsay Dorado wearing the Dragon's Zord suit with the New Day as the Power Rangers. I was happy about that.
I just don't understand. They know that. Couldn't they sneak the little thing, let them have a moment?
Nah, you know why? Because no one fucking realized what they were. Because everyone's stupid.
Oh man,
Corey Graves, I'm disappointed in you. I think Pat McAfee would have said something.
Oh, okay. I thought he called it the wrong thing. I was like, Corey Graves, damn it.
Yeah. But it was decent. It was a decent battle royal. Viking Raiders win. Then we get a match of Jason Riker and Elias, like no one asked for. And Jason Riker is trying to get built as a babyface. I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't really care.
Yeah, me either. I'll say this: there's a history of when dudes have long hair and shave their head, they usually don't do good. Look at the one Billy Gunn. Look at
Well,
Big
that's
Show
a.
when he first cut his hair.
I was gonna say, well, that's maybe not the best example because
The
once
one
he
Billy
was
Gunn sucked.
no, I was gonna say because once he was out of DX, he kind of wasn't.
Yeah,
He
because he cut his
wasn't
hair.
all that. No, because when he was in Billy and Chuck, he still had short hair. We just can't talk about Billy and Chuck, you know.
But when he was the one Billy Gunn, that's when he left DX. When he left
I
DX, it was
know,
the one Billy
I
Gunn,
know.
and he cut his hair,
He
and
just wasn't over. He just
he was
wasn't great because he was
vanilla.
kind of whack. Yeah, he was kind of whack though.
Yeah.
Just like I feel Jackson Riker, kind of whack.
Yeah, I don't
He
even know
needs
what's
to
gonna do
be.
with that.
Listen, if they really want to go full on with him being an ex-military guy, they need to have him in the back, just nobody messing with him, and then he snaps and then tries to kill one of the Lucha House Party.
But it looks like they're building him a baby face, so he can't be killing people.
No, he. Listen, this is my idea. This will get people to watch.
Yeah,
If
bro.
if you have him put Lindsay Dorado in a near-death situation and starts talking about this is my country. This is
That's
people will talk
racist.
about Jackson. No, listen. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say anything racist. He was spitting truth. If you did that, people would talk. That's all I'm saying.
People will talk, but talk not a good talk.
Because right about now, nobody cares.
Man,
Sorry.
just give him a GI Joe gimmick and give it a dare.
He's G.I. Joe. Which one is he?
Flint.
Which one? What did
Flint
Flint do?
was
Because they all
the-
had a special ability.
Remember, so when
Was
they
he
did
the
the
cook?
movie,
Was he the cook?
he was the lead, he's the one that kind of was the main star in the movie in the GI Joe cartoon.
Was he
movie.
the not Duke?
No, the not Duke? Yeah, the cool not Duke.
I don't need that guy. If you're not gonna be Duke or you're not gonna be the guy with the little white hat, go home.
If you're not Snake Eyes, go home. Because Snake Eyes.
Well, Snake Eyes, he doesn't count. Snake Eyes, you could put Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is getting his own movie, so you know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, exactly.
People know how cool he is.
And now we get a contract signing with Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. This is like the 6th time or 7th time we're watching them actually wrestle. This is the 3rd or 4th pay-per-view they wrestled. I don't care. I'm sorry. I like these two, but they need time away. I would have took Kofi versus Bobby.
Listen. There's not too much that got me super excited except for the end of the whole thing.
Oh, when you slice the table in half.
Yo, he's crazy. He's lost his mind. This should be like, yo, Bobby Lashley's just like, listen, Vince, I can't fight this man. Well, I don't know what show you trying to put on, but I'm not fighting a man with a sword out.
Exactly. Yo, he swung a sword at me. I want this match revoked. I do not want to wrestle this man. He gonna stab me.
But I love the visual of Bobby Lashley looking like a last boss with the suit with the shades on.
Yeah.
Like he just looks good like that. I don't know. It just looks like a cool visual.
With the bunch of ladies of the
Ladies. They're not ladies of the night. How dare you?
night. Was that night?
Most of them you could tell they wrestlers. The other ones,
but
they
they're
just like
But it's nighttime.
local talent. We'll just call them local talent.
There'll be lady of the day if there was during the daytime. It was lady of the night. They're nighttime. Anyway.
But freaking shoot with the Drew with the sword. Come on, man.
Local talent doesn't sound better either.
I mean, but that can mean a lot of things, and it sounds less evil. Because of the night, it has some connotations.
Right. Some parts of the better parts of Raw right now is Ricochet versus Roberto Carrillo, ends in the double count out because beat up Sheamus came out and fucked both of them up.
I mean, listen, I don't know if I want to care about this one anymore because like every time I get invested, they gonna stop it. So
I was fine with it because again they gonna build into a triple threat between the three. I like the fact that they put Humberto and Ricochet to actually fight each other instead of just teaming up with each other because they both want the title. So I didn't mind this at all, and the match was good. That freaking Spanish Fly they did was fucking ridiculous.
It doesn't make sense though.
Yeah,
I don't understand a double count out because if you do that move, you're knocking yourself out. And if you get hit by it, aren't you falling on the other guy's arm?
Yeah.
So you take less impact than you like. I don't like that move at all anyway.
Yeah.
Because it just
Yeah.
confuses me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a fancy looking move. It's not. It's not. It
It's
looks like it hurts both of them more than anything.
yeah. It's like I get. It's like if you think about it logically, it's like a flipping. What is the move? Like a reverse. It's like that edge move. Remember,
Yeah.
he just grabs you and falls.
Yeah.
But again, he's falling on the back of his head, and you're falling throat first on his arm.
Man,
So
if you're gonna put the logic into finishing moves, then Stone Cold Stunner should not finish anybody.
I mean, if he listen, if a grown man, 200-something pounds, yanks your neck down, that's gonna hurt.
It hurts you more than it hurts the person because you're landing on your ass.
Cause you got no in the ring, it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah, but he's stung. People stung people on the table. Who the heck gonna hurt?
He's a crazy person. He's had a few in him. He's had a few Steve Wises, man. His logic is not all there, man. Come on.
But I like the match, but yeah, but I fucking Sheamus, man. Sheamus has been my MVP overall. Like he does his thing. Even his broken nose.
Him and New Day.
Yeah, him and his broken nose.
Mm-hmm.
Cedric, Jeff Hardy defeats Cedric Alexander. I actually thought the match was solid as well. Came out of nowhere, but it was a good match. It was different.
Welcome back, Jeff.
Nikki Cross and Asuka. Who was not surprised when Nikki Cross's partner was Asuka? I was not at all.
Well, there's nobody else there.
Exactly. You got rid of half of them.
I'm just being realistic about who's on Raw anyway. Forget that. It's just like
she got a team with Naomi.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, Naomi don't got none now. She lost her partner, so Naomi could have did it. Anyway, Nikki Cross, Asuka defeat Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair. I like the fact that they're giving something for Nikki Cross, 100%. But again, Asuka, Rhea, and Charlotte just been fighting each other all the last 2 months.
But let me just tell you what would have been a better scenario if this had been the first real match between Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross, and it's like, I'm tired of you. I'll beat you up. Let's have a match instead of them making them have a tag team match.
Yeah. Goes like, an example of what we were saying earlier today.
I don't know. There's ways to make people care. Beat up Nikki Cross, but beat her up in a regular match. Go ahead. Fine.
Yeah. Mansoor defeats Drew Gulak. Solid match.
I thought so. Better than him getting a rose stuck in his butt, right?
Exactly.
Poor Drew Gulak.
Kofi Kingston defeats Riddle. I think this was my favorite match of Raw.
I would agree.
They're just killing it. So, New Day again. If it's not Sheamus, is the New Day. They've been killing it on Raw.
And props to Riddle
and Riddle and Orton. Those are like the best things out of Raw right now. Riddle, RK Bro, the New Day, and Sheamus.
Yeah, basically.
Sadly, that's where it's at right now. Then in the last part,
and Miz and Morrison.
Miz and Morrison, yeah, the moistest. The moistest. Yeah, Morrison gets me. He fucking rips me. That entranceway was one of my favorite things. Then Shayna Baszler makes a shocking trip to Alexa's Playground. I don't know how I felt about this.
It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It just was.
It was like a low budget Firefly Funhouse.
But I mean, remember they gave her the set, so it's not like the set was weird or anything that different. It's just what was going on wasn't all that.
Yeah, like we always say this: if you're gonna go into something, go in full force. And I felt like they kind of hesitated in going into this whole thing, and then there was not really much of an outcome after this either. So it was just like.
It's just other ways too.
Yeah.
I feel like she should just murder her and stop being nice to these people.
Exactly. Just murder
so that if Shayna Baszler just starts beating up on Alexa Bliss and then ragdolls her, leaves her in the ring, that gives her actual motivation to terrorize her rather than them just leaning on the Lily thing, because it's not the most powerful thing that she has going. The fact that she's got powers is the crazy thing, right?
Seriously, if you have like a lead pipe in Lily and you use it to knock people out, I'm all for that. But you have to kind of represent that there's something in there that's knocking people out. It's like the
That's actually a
Looney
good idea.
Tunes like boxing glove when they fucking punch them and then they take
Put
empty
the horseshoes.
and the horseshoes come out and the whole horse comes out. Yeah, you need that. You need that aesthetic. I didn't care for it. It was not for me. I just didn't care, and I love Alexa Bliss, and that's one of my favorite characters. But I felt like they failed it.
It's just, Shayna, what have they done to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna give Raw. I'm gonna give Raw a solid C.
Is it a solid C or is it a mushy C?
It's a moist C.
Oh, well, yeah. There was some Johnny Drip Drip this week.
Yeah. It was good. It had good parts of it, but there's a lot of things that I just didn't care for. And there's too much things that I feel like the overall show I didn't care for, but there were things in it that I highlighted for.
Yeah, basically. That's kind of raw for me every week. That's kind of why I see. Look, the reason I stopped watching the Hulu version, right, was because I would miss stuff. Now I'm not missing anything, and I wish I was missing stuff because there's only a few things I want to see. It's hard, man. It's hard to choose.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's getting hard too when they do shit like that.
I'll give it a C plus.
C plus.
Again, there was stuff that made me laugh, and the Kofi Riddle match was actually very good.
Yeah.
Like very good. So
now we go to the A show.
I would say let's get it.
Playing on my phone. They have like videos playing on my phone, and I'm hearing it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm trying to like just that's playing. I'm going to the results, and it's like playing videos. Anyway, next up is NXT, and then I guess we'll do our predictions right after this.
Okay.
So NXT, we kick off with Oney Lorcan versus Austin Theory. Solid match.
That was a good match. Very good match.
Yeah.
Austin Theory. Have you ever seen him do that move he did? I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, he's something else, especially in Evolve. He did some crazy shit.
Okay, because that flip off the top turnbuckle, like, bruh.
Yeah.
He ain't have to go that hard.
The old Phantasma challenged Bronson Reed and MSK for a match in TakeOver, winner take all.
If they don't win, God damn it, it's just gonna make me so mad.
Yeah, this is where they have to win this.
They need to win this. Okay. They need to win this.
We got Isaiah Swerve Scott defeating Killian Dane. I actually like this match as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was solid. You had Mercedes Martinez defeats Amari Miller, and Xia Li comes out and beats the shit out of Mercedes Martinez.
I like how they played it though.
Yeah. That
she fought off getting beat up and had a match and won.
Yeah.
So all right.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing, but to see where they're going because they have a match on in your house.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't see the story. Like they have a thing where at least they recount it back to the Mae Young, and it makes perfect sense.
Yes. So it was like a whole history thing, and I think it's gonna be a good match.
I hope so. Ted
DiBiase announced the return of the $1 million title, and it's gonna be defended in a ladder match at NXT TakeOver.
I can't wait.
I love that belt.
It's the best belt. It's secretly the best belt.
Yeah. Grizzled Young Vets defeats Austin Gray and Ikemen Jaro.
But Toothless Timmy and Angry Man Ciampa sitting outside the ring. So
yeah, good match.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I saw like Jaro actually wrestle on NXT, so it was nice seeing him.
And
he fought a couple times in 205.
That I know. I know when he debuted and stuff, he was in 205.
Yeah.
So good to see that team.
Poppy introduced to the ring by Io Shirai. Candice LeRae comes out first and just talks shit.
I thought it was funny that she was gonna beat up that the singer.
Yeah.
Just like, what are you doing? Why are you assaulting this? That I don't know. How old is she?
Yeah.
She looks 12.
Ember Moon defeats Dakota Kai. I thought this match was fucking great.
It was great.
It was really good. And
I just had to always give props to Dakota Kai for getting beat up the best.
Yeah. And then also like the eclipse on Raquel Gonzalez. She called her like 3 times with that shit. It was good.
Yes, sir.
Adam Cole stood tall at the end of the NXT of the all the promos with Killian Cross, Pete Dunne, Kyle O'Reilly. Who else is in the match? Who else is in this match that I missed? Oh, Johnny Gargano. Who else is in this match? Pete Dunne, Adam Cole, Killian Cross, Kyle O'Reilly. Oh yeah, I named all of them. Yeah, so Adam Cole stands tall, knocks Killian Cross, and he ends the night with the title up in his hands.
Has that ever been how it's been when somebody wins? Isn't that like a wrestling trope?
Of what?
If you do that with the belt, you never win.
Yeah, usually. No, but there's times they won.
I mean, unless you're the champ.
Yeah.
But like, isn't that like a thing? If you ever pick up the belt and hold it up, like you never win if you're not the champ already.
I don't know. Gotta look that up. I feel like there's quite a few that won the title still.
I would like to know if is this one of those types of things that really happens.
That's a question I'm gonna look it up, and we'll talk about it next week. All right, NXT. I thought again, the stories building into In Your House, the stories that they just have building to the following week of NXT, and just in general, they have stuff layered for like several weeks, and it's always great. And the way to build it, like main roster, got to take notes. AEW got to take notes. Fucking every wrestling federation take notes at NXT. NXT does it great. They build up for what they have. They don't use the same people multiple times every week. They spread everything out. There's like so much they do great that a lot of people got to take notes on that.
That's true. It's just you can't just keep beating us over the head with the same thing over and over again.
Yes.
And then kill it.
So NXT will get an A+.
Definitely. Pretty much from top to bottom, every match and every like feud was great. So
yep.
I'm good.
And now we will give our NXT TakeOver In Your House predictions. Mercedes Martinez versus Xia Li.
I don't know. I really don't know. This is a hard one. I think Xia Li's gonna win.
I'm gonna take Xia Li as well. Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight ladder match for the $1 million title.
I mean, it doesn't make sense if Cameron Grimes doesn't win, right?
Yeah,
like,
I feel like Cameron
only
Grimes
happened because he went so hard with the character. So
I feel if Cameron Grimes does not win this match, it's all for nothing. Like he brought all this shit with $1 Million Man into light and shit like that. Without him, wouldn't be any of the story. So I feel like he needs that title.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait for his celebration when he wins it.
Yes.
So yeah, Cameron Grimes are going for. NXT North American title and the NXT Tag Team Champions, Bronson Reed and MSK versus Legado del Fantasma. Winner takes all 6 tag.
Realistically, they're not gonna win, but I hope Legado del Fantasma takes it this time.
Yeah, I just feel bad because Bronson Reed just got the title.
Yeah, you can feel bad, but you know what? I feel bad that my boys didn't get the tag team gold. So yeah. That's equal pain.
I'm okay with either one. I don't care who wins, but I have a feeling Bronson retains.
Yeah.
Because he just got it. And there's some other people I'd like to see him fight. NXT Women's Championship match, Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon.
I feel like Ember is going to fight her ass off, but she is not beating Raquel Gonzalez.
I think this is a match to showcase Raquel Gonzalez as champion because she hasn't really had a singles match in this way.
Yeah, that's true.
She's been in tag matches for the last couple of weeks and stuff like that. So this is the match to really showcase her. And Ember Moon is going to kick ass in this match, but she will lose. So Raquel Gonzalez I have winning.
Mm-hmm.
And the main event, NXT champion Karrion Kross with Scarlett versus Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and Pete Dunne.
I feel like this would be the perfect time for Cool Kyle to just win, but I don't think so.
The guy,
I
damn.
think it's gonna be P Dunne.
If Carrion does not retain, the person I will love to see surprisingly win somehow, some way is Johnny Gargano.
Okay. Okay.
I think Johnny Gargano is the best heel in NXT. He's fucking killing it with the way, and he just makes me laugh. He's so entertaining. So I'm all for the way getting the title, but Adam Cole will be interesting, especially if he's the one that catches Cross off guard, and then you have a rivalry with that and him taking the title. I don't care. Like, I like carrying Cross's like aesthetic, but I don't care for him as a champion. So I would like to see something out of him more, I guess. So this is the match that you could really showcase because there's 4 people going after you, so you could really show his strengths and whatnot, and not just have a Brock Lesnar match. I do feel Balor may get involved.
Yeah, I mean he's got beef with everybody.
Exactly. So there's a lot of ways that they could do this match. There's a lot of ways like that. I want Johnny Gargano to win just because I've been really enjoying the way characters and shit like that. But I'm also fine with Adam Cole taking it. I wouldn't mind Kyle O'Reilly winning it as well. Actually, anyone. I think anyone winning it, I'll be perfectly fine with. I would like to see Pete Dunne break Karrion Kross's fingers.
I think it'd be a surprise. How much longer is Danny Burchild? Is it gonna be 2 months longer? Or
a few more months. Yeah.
Okay, because like I was saying, if he came back with like a club or something and just caught somebody in the head,
yeah,
that'd be fine. But yeah. I think the surprise winner might be Cool Kyle. I'm just saying.
I'll be fine with that. It'll be interesting. What's next? So yeah, that's our predictions for NXT in your house. That is tonight. Definitely check it out and stay tuned for that because it looks like it's gonna be good. I'm just gonna give a rundown. Miko Samurai defeats Kylie Ray in the NXT UK Women's Championship match. If you did not get to watch it, go watch it. It was a really hell of a match. It'll be a damn shame if we don't see Miko Samurai versus Asuka at some point in time.
Yeah, at some point in time. I just don't see how they're gonna do it now.
Bring back Worlds Collide.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But then that means you have to let Asuka fight her in NXT.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's never gonna happen.
That's Asuka's. That's the Asuka we will want to see is NXT Asuka.
But I just feel like, man, I want that so bad, but they're never gonna let that happen.
Yeah. NXT UK this week was a really small show. Jordan Devlin came back with a win. He's building on to fight Walter for the title. And then they honestly most of the time was Miko Samurai versus Kaylee Ray, and they tore down the house. Kaylee Ray been fucking a great champion on UK, so credit to her and having her long ass title reign.
Yeah, I saw. So isn't she like the newest record they made so far in the modern era?
Yeah, because Asuka was she beat Asuka's record.
Makes a lot of sense, yeah.
But Asuka, the difference with Asuka was undefeated the whole time.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, so I caught up to UK. UK is definitely a good show to watch, so definitely check it out when you get a chance. A couple weeks back, there was a Tyler Bate versus A Kid match. I think I said it last week. To go see that match. That match was fucking fantastic.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah, do that. Now we go into Impact Wrestling. Impact was okay. I wasn't crazy about the go home show. It wasn't crazy, but they did have a pay-per-view up. It happened last night, so definitely check that out against all odds. But Impact was okay. It was not I felt like it could have been a better go home show.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna go heavy into that, and then let's go. You watch AEW Dark or Revelation or whatever other shows they have?
Yes, I did get to see Elevation this week.
So Zicky Dice fought in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
How
It
you
was actually a
doing?
good episode. Santana Ortiz had a match, so it wasn't anything of any stakes, unfortunately. But it was
Yeah.
good to see them have a match. It was funny to see Ethan Page interact with Paul White. I just
Yeah.
had to point that out. They were actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like, don't sleep on that dude. That Ethan Page is like, he's funny.
Yeah.
Like, he's actually funny. Statlander had a match, which is actually pretty good. I mean, yeah. So it's just a lot of the stuff that's like, yeah, you realize they need to show more women on the main show. They really do.
Yeah.
But she had a good match.
Okay. Now we go into AE.
Oh, and Cheetah had a match versus Diamante. That was actually really good.
Okay.
Again, why was that on Dynamite? Just mad.
Yeah, I feel like they need to start showcasing the ladies more on AEW on Dynamite because I don't know who's there.
It's just not enough.
No.
One match, one, not even really the. You know what I mean? It's the time wise.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near equivalent.
Yeah. AEW Dynamite was after SmackDown. They've been doing that because of the NBA playoffs and stuff like that. So once the playoffs are done, they'll be back into once they go to the NBA finals, they'll be back into regular schedule because the NBA finals will be all on Channel 7. So we start off with Christian Cage versus Angelico. I thought that was a solid match. Matt Hardy as the manager. I like that he's going directly after Christian. I'm fine with this, but also I feel like this is another babyface tower. Like he's fighting the guys through his agency little by little, and then he will get to Matt Hardy.
I know what you mean, but it's just hilarious. Big Money Man has me dying every time.
I know.
I love how
like his
happy
character.
he is.
Yeah.
I love how happy he is when he catches him with the twist of fate.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It was good. I enjoyed that match. Cody Rhodes special announcement. I did not give up.
I'm sorry. I couldn't care either.
Oh man, I did not care. I don't care for Brock and Arn Anderson's son, Brock Anderson. He looks like.
I mean, I'm happy for him, but like as excitement wise, I don't. Yeah, no.
Brock Anderson looks like the oldest young man you ever see in your life. Like he aged kind of like I would just want to say kind of like how Arn Anderson looked like the oldest middle-aged man for the longest time. Exactly. Like Arn Anderson looked like a grandpa when he was 20-something years old.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's exactly what Brock Anderson looks like too. He looks like a grandpa he looks like a guy in the golf course telling you to get out.
Yeah, basically.
They're racist. I don't care. I don't care about Cody Rhodes' announcement either, so I don't care. Now they're going to have a tag match against QT Marshall and someone else that I don't care either. And they just killed off the factory. I had no care or no individual. Like, I do not see them being successful because, again, bet you they'll win the match on Dynamite, though. But if it's a pay-per-view, oh, no, Cody's winning that match. It's bullshit. Like, why are you going to try to build a faction and have them lose all the time? This is the same thing I'm going to have with the Taz thing. The Team Taz loses all the goddamn time. And I like Team Taz. I like the guys in it. But you don't make a group besides the Elite, if you notice, every single person that actually wasn't originally in the Elite all won titles already. They all have a belt. They all had titles. They all had a title run. If you go to their losing stacks, they probably lost the least matches of all combined.
Yeah, basically.
You have other factions that barely could get something rolling. Look at Dark Order. Dark Order barely win matches too. Team Taz barely win matches. Factory, they suck. Fucking MJF's is the Pinnacle. They lost one already. They got one. They lost one. They didn't build that right, and they could have easily slow build a third match to that if they did it right, but they're rushing it, and I don't care for it either. And it's just like, I don't know. I'm trying not to be so, and I got called, like, minions say I'm very, like, I I have no energy when I talk about AEW, and I was like, this is the shit. The reason why is the fact that they do all this shit, and I'm trying my best to be invested in it when I don't care about what you're trying to show me. There's very few things I care about in AEW that I'm invested in.
That's why I keep telling you to stop watching Dynamite and watch Dark Elevation. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, those are better shows because they they're more like, for lack of a better term, they remind me of older WCW
okay,
in the way where it's less, oh man, storyline. Here's this crazy thing going on because we got to keep up, with the Joneses.
yeah,
And it's more just a wrestling show.
yeah.
The only thing I say is the Dark is the better show because of Taz and Excalibur.
Yeah, and I think Taz is gonna be out for a bit because I think he had he's having surgery on his throat.
Oh damn! Oh man!
Yeah, he announced it on his Twitter.
Okay.
I didn't give a fuck about the Cody Rhodes thing. The trios match, I really didn't care for either, and I like the guys that were in it. It's just the Young Bucks and their tag matches just go right into the same pace.
I will say that match made me laugh though.
Yeah,
Because I love the way they treat Brandon Cutler, and on commentary it adds up to him they just treat him like trash and just talk about him the worst. And then you have Don Callis on commentary also with them. So like, for me, it's more of the combined everything around the Elite that makes me laugh. Like it really does. 'Cause
and then
I get the Buck style is not really the best, even though they're the most popular there. It's not the you know what I'm saying. Like sure they're the guys, but they're like I could take or leave what they do in the ring sometimes, but like just the characters they built up around them, I like all right.
Something Minion spotted out was like he said the ref. If you watch Being Elite, the ref has something to do with the Young Bucks and stuff like that. But I was
now.
And then I go to the thing is like I don't watch that, so there's no indication on the regular show that that's happening. So to me, it doesn't work.
And they know that. That's the thing they say. They say, "Oh, this should have been on Dynamite." It's layers to what is happening. It is just not hitting for everybody because if you don't have the time to be bothered with that, it's like you're not gonna be fully invested anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm already not fully invested.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like it's not gonna hit the same way.
And why are they doing a Sting thing with Frankie Kazarian?
Well, he's just mad.
He's Sting.
No, he's
he
not.
is Sting.
No, he's not.
He is Sting when NWO started. He is Sting.
No, he's listen. No.
Yes,
he is way more. No, he is way. I know what you mean, but he is way more active because all he does is run out and beat those two guys up.
That's what
time.
Sting did for like the whole year in WCW.
Well, he would come from the ceiling and had a cool face paint. He's not. Frank Kazarian is not that cool, man.
He's not a cool Sting, but he is doing Sting shit with the Elite. He's pretty much doing Sting shit, but he did to NWO. He's just run in the ring and beat the shit out of them with a bat.
Well, no,
but he's just doing it with his hands. This is different thing.
Well, at least if we still. I'll put it to you this way. I give Kazarian credit because if you think about the storyline, they made him lose his best friend. So you know what? All right, you could be that man.
Yeah, and he becomes a dark, and then all he needs is the face paint, and he's Sting.
Man, he's wearing a hoodie.
This is exactly
he's wearing a black hoodie.
This is what
and some camo pants. He is not. He's not even going to the costume department. No.
But if you actually remember going back to WCW and when Hogan attacked and shit like that, and what made Sting go the way he did was exactly that. They took out Lex Luger and they took out Macho Man, and he felt fucking bad, and he disappeared. And then he started being on the rafters, and he started coming down and assassinating fucking NWO. This is exactly what he's doing. It's Sting. It's just not as good.
Yeah. Well, no. I would agree if only there was that much effort. There's not enough effort.
But I'm giving him credit.
He's
more
just
credit
emo.
than it is.
He's just
emo in tight pants.
He's just emo. You're like, how are you gonna be scary with camo like skinny jeans? No. So it's all right.
Tommaso Ciampa is scary with camo skinny jeans.
Okay, well, I don't. Number one, I don't think those are skinny jeans. I think his legs just got too big with his original pants. Like he might be not the biggest dude, but
Yeah.
with how ripped he is, I'm sure he got some thick thighs to fill his pants.
All right.
So
One thing I'll
it
say
is
for
what it
yeah, go
is.
ahead. One thing I'll say for Frankie Kazarian is get a weapon. Be
Yeah,
your elite equalizer.
I mean, where's the cattle prod?
And you could sell it and
Where's
you'll
the
be more
cattle? Oh
popular.
no, you can't sell a cattle. No, he needs to get a cattle prod. If he learns anything from WCW and the NWO and Sting, you would know that the way to take out a threat is with a cattle
But
prod.
that
That's
was
how they
Scott
got
Hall.
Goldberg.
That's how they beat Scott Hall did that.
I know. So you want to take the weapons now before the bad guys get them first. You don't want to be
You
a
need
victim.
you need a bucket of water and a cattle prod.
Something you. I mean, he might need a gun. I'm just saying. They are
Oh
in
man.
Florida. He might need a gun.
All right. Well, yeah. We have a wish version of Sting with Frankie Kazarian.
He's not no credit. You can't even give him that much credit. He's the Dollar General.
The Dollar General, not even the dollar store, the Dollar General,
No, he's the Dollar General.
the 98-cent store.
Sting had an outfit on. Sting at least had a bat. He had a jacket. He had paint. He dyed his hair black when
He had
he
a
had
plan.
blonde hair. He had a lot. He had a lot going on. There's a Sting budget. Frank
Yeah.
Kazarian doesn't have a budget.
No, Dollar General Sting.
BYO. What is it? BYOH. That's bring your own hoodie. That's all
Yeah,
it is.
there
No.
you go. Anyway, that's what it reminded me of, and it just made me laugh. The Pinnacle response to Stay and Stampede, they all gonna fight in different matches. They all accept the challenges. They all gonna fight in different matches.
I mean, you know what? Yeah. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's the worst thing in the world, right?
Yeah. TNT Championship match, Miro versus Evil Uno. I thought this match was okay. It wasn't a bad match. I just don't like seeing the accolade being done all the way to his back because his shoulders are down and he should be getting pinned.
I have to give you the props on that one just because as much as I love Miro and again I thought the match was good.
Yeah.
I like the story they told because it's real. It is what it is.
It's vicious. Like it looks vicious as hell, but you got to find a way to keep your elbows, up, your shoulders up. If not, I believe that you got pinned the last 3 matches you had.
Yeah, it's the rules of wrestling. It's like the way to win the match, you can surprise your opponent with a pin. So it I think they do need to tell him, hey, do something else.
I think he could do it sitting down because he's done it before and it looks
just turn
vicious.
sideways.
Yeah,
that's all he has to do. If he wants to go backward, just turn sideways. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah. But like when he goes all the way back, he looks like he's being pinned, and that's my only comment on it. I like how Miro's being used now. This is the way Miro should have been used from the start when he came into AEW. Good. It was a decent match though. I enjoyed the match for the most part. I don't want to complain all the time, but that's the only thing is that like, again the finisher looks like a pin.
The one thing I do appreciate about Miro is that they let him. It's a hard thing to like get over in wrestling.
Yeah.
Like the thought of a person being that big and taking a hit and not feeling it.
Yeah.
Because then you want to go, oh, they're, the people who are too smart for it go selling and this and that. But it's just like, look at Evil Uno and look at Miro.
Yeah.
If you try to slap him on his chest, that ain't gonna do nothing. So I appreciate that Miro when he has matches with people not of the same like musculature, like it's just realistic, you know what I mean?
No, 100%. And there's also like the lack of he should not like, especially like if it's like the beginning 5 minutes of the match, he should not be selling anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he
like,
tore that dude apart.
He should sell he should sell like his endurance, like him getting tired and things like that. That's something he should sell because he's a bigger dude. But him like selling like a chop here and there, unless you're twice his size, yeah. But other than that, yeah, I'm fine with Miro not selling. Especially the first 5 minutes of a match, I don't expect Miro to take anything. Now we go into Kenny Omega's message to Jungle Boy. I thought the promo was fine. I thought the segment was good.
It's always pretty good. Like I can't really hate on that stuff.
Yeah.
Like I like his suit this week.
Yeah.
It looked like a leisure suit. I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
that pastel blue.
yeah.
Each his own.
Um, Lance Archer in action, he destroys a poor guy.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
R.I.P.
And then a pre-tape promo, Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page chastised Darby Allin and for deciding to face them in a handicap match before coming themselves to. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, Darby and Sting have a promo. Then Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page have a promo.
I thought it was all right, but I thought they kind of did make Darby look stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, yeah, he is just. Why would you do? Why do you have to get beat up?
Yeah.
So it's all right.
He likes it.
I guess so, right?
Nyla Rose versus Leah Henrich.
Oh, Layla Hirsch. Yeah. She's the first person that actually made sense though of not getting leg dropped.
Yeah.
Because of the way her stature is, her feet were just on the bottom, the second rope, so she's not dangling.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, don't just let this giant person leg drop you.
Yeah.
Just get off and hit him. So
yeah, it was her. It was nothing special. Nothing to get me focused on their women's division. I like the promo by Britt Baker, but it's also like she should be on the show. Like she just won the title.
I just feel like they needed another match.
Yeah.
They only have one match on the show.
Yep.
And they have like 5 tag team matches no.
Yep.
I always feel like that's the main thing. That's the problem. It's not just no, you're not giving them spotlight. It's just a lack of show them, not just once a week on the main show, and then they have 4 matches on Dark. No, show it.
So this is the people I know that's on a Dynamite. Nyla Rose, because they showed her. The other one, the first she fought. They have Jade's promo with Mark for Smart Mark Sterling.
I like Smart Mark.
I love Smart Mark Sterling. I don't care for Jade.
I didn't mind it. I like this promo though.
And then he's good. He could sell anything. And then you have Britt Baker with Reba.
And that's it.
No Ty Conti, no Statlander. You have the thing is it's funny too. Is AEW has talented women. They have the talent, so that could start really something with the women's division. Start individual storylines.
What happened to the girl that Statlander hit in the face with the plastic? She disappeared.
Yeah.
She hasn't had a match on the show against anybody else. Like, I haven't seen her in a minute.
No, I haven't seen her at all.
Not before. Yeah, like is she hurt?
Bunny, not that I know of.
Bunny's having matches on Dark. She could be on. She's a part of Matt Hardy's faction.
She's a former Impact champion.
She should have a match on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. There's just lack of actual matches on Dynamite. It just is.
Yeah, there's no much of a women's division on Dynamite. I feel like, honestly, if you're going to really do that and you want to showcase your women, make one of those bonus shows, mainly a women's show, because you guys don't really develop your women. Like, I honestly... The fact that I know the AEW roster, I can probably name more than 5 women, but if you're a regular person that just watches Dynamite, you may be able to name 4.
Yeah, true.
So
that is true.
I feel like the lack of a women's division is hurting them, because WWE, as much as they repeat matches, they do have a full running women's division.
It's just I think they don't do it in the right way. Like, they have a division because they have other shows, but they don't put them on the main show. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. But again, I'm not watching Dark. Sadly, I'm not watching Dark. I'm not watching Elevation. I'm not going to watch Rampage either, because they are going to be YouTube channel shows. So I'm not going to watch none of them. But if you want the investment, especially on your marquee show, which is Dynamite, you need to start developing that women's division on the marquee show.
Yep, do it.
And then again, like I said, they don't lack talent. They have good women. Ty Conti had a lot of momentum, and then all of a sudden she stopped being on TV. I know Anna Jay is hurt. Statlander is good. She's a good one of your better women's wrestlers there. You had Red Velvet. She was building up. She was decent. She was okay. Bunny, she's a former Impact champion. She's not the greatest, but she could handle herself. I can't think.
They
Other
have
than that,
Diamante. They got
yeah,
freaking Sheeta just debuted a new
yeah,
look and everything, and it was debuted on a different show.
yeah.
Like, come
She
on,
does
man.
your former champion. You have her on a different show.
Like, I get that
Um,
they want to pump the YouTube shows because I mean, it's not good to if you're gonna do something, do it right, right?
yeah,
So don't skimp on those shows, but the problem I have is for the time that those shows are, the number of matches is what it should be. I'm talking about equally men to women.
yeah,
That those shows have the right number.
yeah,
The main show does not have the right number.
yeah,
Not if you want to call like a full division in the eyes of television viewers. So
yeah. 100%. I agree with that. So get on that. Because again, I feel like you guys have a decent women's division. I feel like you just had to showcase some more on your marquee show.
let's not go in circles on this. So what's the next thing we got?
Next thing, it is. That's it. That's all the shows. Our podcast we listen to.
No, we got Smack. We didn't do SmackDown.
Oh yeah, SmackDown. How I forget SmackDown?
I don't know.
SmackDown was great. SmackDown was probably my second favorite show this week.
Yeah, it was pretty good, man. Roman Reigns is a man. He's an evil man.
All right,
Why is he so damn?
Roman Reigns cannot be touched right now.
No, number one champion in professional wrestling.
100%. I honestly, I will say this now, and I'll say that easily, and it'll be a way that you could boost up ratings on Monday Night Raw. Unify the titles. Give it to Roman.
Yeah, why not?
Have him have two different storylines on each show.
It's true. But then again, you don't have to even show him on the show.
Exactly.
Show him on one, show him on the other, don't.
Or
That's it.
have him feel like Raw is such a, like, until it gets to a certain rating, he will not visit Raw.
I mean, that would be messed up, but I would love to see it.
Anyway, but yeah, Roman's just fucking killing it. SmackDown kicks off with Jey Uso. Pretty much have a great promo. Pretty much fires back at Roman Reigns, saying that he's not going to take a shit and whatnot. This leads into more story throughout the show, but this was good.
I think one of the other things that was kind of lost when he got hurt
Yeah,
was the fact that both the Usos, they've been really good at telling a story regardless.
100%.
Whenever they talk about their upcoming matches and stuff, the way they express themselves is just the you get hype listening to them
No,
talk.
100%.
So yeah, I mean, you want to see him fight.
Yeah,
You want to see him, but I mean, you know what's gonna happen.
yeah.
He's gonna end up in a body bag.
Yeah. That was good. Really good stuff. We kick off first match of the night will be Kevin Owens and Big E versus Sami Zayn and Apollo Crews.
All I gotta say is whoever works at WWE is messed up on the website. Why is the picture Sami Zayn kicking Kevin Owens directly in his face?
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Good match. I found it entertaining. I enjoyed it a lot. So now Apollo and Aziz is gonna tag team against Kevin Owens and Big E next week.
I feel my only complaint is I feel like that should have been the next step.
Yeah.
This match shouldn't have happened. The next match should have been the one that happened next.
Yeah.
It's just like, you got that big ass guy there. What? You needed a week for him to get ready to wrestle? Stop.
Yeah. He has to get his legs in shape. He got no legs. He's all upper body.
But regardless, it's just like one of my things I have to hold it to every show is that it's just like, man, it's really just feeling like there's too few people there.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like SmackDown uses the numbers better though.
Yeah, they do. They do. Because the stuff they're involved in doesn't make you go,
Yeah.
man.
Exactly. Like they have
So-
several people on the IC title picture, not just 1, 2, and they always fighting each other. There's several people there, so that's a good thing. Liv Morgan defeats Carmella. I thought that was a little solid match. I really enjoyed it. I like the little Ruru on her.
Yeah, I
Shout-outs
like
to Ruru.
I like both these women. I'm glad they're getting some shine.
Yeah.
But let this go somewhere, please.
Yeah.
Don't let this feud start, and then next week it's probably just gonna be Carmella fighting somebody else, and then Liv is just gone.
So
You know what
what
I'm
you
saying?
could do, like honestly, what I would do with this, seeing that they both have one winner, the rubber band match, is they're gonna have one more match. This would be for the number one contender for the women's title,
Yeah, because somebody else gotta be
and then you
in
could
there, right?
start building a storyline. I would honestly give Carmella a storyline with Bianca Belair after Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
and it builds Carmella up. You could build Liv Morgan as the baby face because you don't have a lot of baby faces in the women's division. Because even Bianca Belair kind of is on that edge of baby and not baby. Because she does some heel shit, but she's more on the baby side.
Yeah, but she's much more positive than
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
That you could give her credit for being like a role model in
Yeah.
the real world, not like
No,
Bailey.
100%. No, 100%.
So I just wish they would have not got rid of Ruby because now you have Tamina and Daddy not fighting anybody.
Exactly. Now they just the tag. They're gonna guess who they're gonna fight. Nia and Shayna Baszler again.
And then the other thing is they're kind of gonna run Boogs and Nakamura into the ground because they keep fighting over and over again.
Yeah.
This is the fourth encounter.
Yeah. The next match is gonna be for the crown.
I mean, by what we say, this should be a pay-per-view. But the next match, or the one for the crown, should be a pay-per-view.
It should be on Hell in a Cell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we got the Ding Dong Hello interview with Seth Rollins. I actually liked this whole segment. This whole segment was good.
And the number one thing I'd like to point out is this is using one of your women's talents.
Yeah.
And she has an entire segment of just where she interacts and has fun, and it's just come on, man, what's going on?
And one thing
everybody should do something like this.
One thing I liked about it was like when like the villain bar I was telling you, the villain bar in Marvel, like they were just like highlighting their good things. Like, oh yeah, I loved how you did this and did that. I enjoyed that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed the villain's minds meeting and things like that, and then the ring and Cesaro literally beating the pants off of Seth Rollins.
That was too good, though.
Yeah,
that was too good.
If he would have swung him, it would have made the rest. I think SmackDown would have got an A+ if he would have swung him.
I just love how his pants exploded.
Yeah. He just gave up. It had no.
They made a tissue paper, man.
Anyway, Montez Ford defeats Chad Gable. I actually thought the match was good, but with the Otis all shaved.
Well, he didn't win except at the very end. Okay, here's the thing that made me mad. He won by DQ, right?
Yeah.
But his man kicked out. But Gable kicked out.
Yeah, he won by DQ because Otis attacked him.
But Otis attacked him before his man was pinned. That's why I'm mad.
Okay.
Because Gable, you know what I'm saying? Like Gable should be kind of. This is one of those cases where the person like, oh, I was gonna why'd you mess this up? Like, he was actually gonna kick out of his frog splash.
Okay.
And so I wonder if that's gonna be a story thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because they brought it up on commentary, and usually, like, if it was a mistake, they wouldn't bring it up.
Yeah.
So I wonder if like he's gonna be like, "But you stopped me from winning." I wonder. But yes, Montez won the match, but he got the brown bomber all over. I don't know if you can call him a brown bomber anymore. Call him a baby bomber.
The baby bomber, because of his face. He looks like the bully from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Yeah, and that's what I got off of it. Yeah, that was a weird look for Otis.
It was a good.
Even
match.
Manny Rose commented on it.
I mean, why not? Why not?
Yeah. Shinsuke Nakamura defeats King Corbin, and again the stealing of the crown. Ray Bogue's helping him out. It was good for the first 2 weeks.
Understand? Yeah, you understand. But do you understand what I'm saying about what as a whole they do wrong, and like it's kind of creeping into SmackDown. So I mean, but then again, we get to see Shinsuke on TV. Yeah. We get to see Boogs. Yeah. Boogs out there doing something. Baron Corbin's wrestling, right? Yeah.
It is what it is.
But I'd rather see everybody doing something more substantial.
So they're going to fight one more time for the crown. This better be the last match.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
And we end the night with Rey Mysterio calling out Roman Reigns. And then Roman Reigns comes in kind of like cocky, too. He's like, look at this small motherfucker.
That was my entire favorite part was how he disrespected him the entire time. He was like, "Hold on, let me finish my
Yeah.
entrance." That's the thing I like about his character is that he's like, "No, no, no, I'm the star of the show. I
Yeah.
gotta do everything.
Yeah.
So don't cut me off
I
while
can't
I'm."
wait for a live crowd again with Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Because Roman's going to milk his entrance so bad just to
He's
fucking
gonna
piss
get
people off.
he's gonna get booed to the high heavens, and the ladies are gonna scream.
Yo, he's going to have, I swear, he's going to have, like, Roman Reigns, like, Paul Heyman hold his wrestling boots with the title. And then he's gonna do like a Mr. Rogers and switch sneakers to his boots, while his theme song just playing and just the crowd booing, and he's just like, "Oh, hold on, I need water now."
He should though.
I like this whole segment. You didn't have to kill fucking Dominic like that. He landed on a crash pad though.
Wasted. That was good camera work though.
100%.
He's wasted.
Because that honestly, I could see Dominic actually taking that bump because it's a bump that they kind of show you after a while when you wrestle because it happens, but that shit knocks the fucking wind out of you. But it looked like a crash pad because they made sure the cameras weren't looking at it.
No, regardless, it's a television show. They're not trying to kill.
It looked mean as hell.
Great.
That might be we might have 3 pictures for this podcast, and it's gonna be the no pants Seth, the power bomb to and Dominic, and then Miz falling off the ramp. Really good segment. I really enjoyed it. I'm actually I'm all keen for Rey Mysterio versus Roman Reigns, and if they let them actually have a match and actually. I know it's going to be a dominate one side, but I feel like if they even give it a match and give it some time, Ray and him could have like a historic match and shit like that, especially in Hell in a Cell kind of match. I have a feeling the Usos are going to cost Roman the title.
Let's see. Maybe.
Let's see.
I think Jay might stop Jimmy, if anything.
Yeah. And I have a feeling we might see Jay versus Jimmy.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
It'll be like fucking what was it the one with Jet Li versus Jet Li.
Oh yeah, I mean, or it'd be like double impact.
Yeah, exactly.
When they fight each other, that's true.
Exactly, that's gonna be interesting. So, SmackDown gets an A.
Yeah,
definitely. Solid A. If he would have swung him without underpants, I would have given it an A+. But
I gotta give the number one line from Pat McAfee. Is what he said. He said like draws down, ding dong, hello. It's just like God. I was like, oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Yeah. So we go into that. Podcast we listen to. There's not a lot for me. I did listen to the Karrion Kross one on After the Bell. I did.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. I didn't hear that.
Renee Parquette had Mark Henry and Tommy End on there. Those were really good and really good listens. Talking Shop has Colt Cabana on.
Oh really? I gotta listen to that.
What else? New Day podcast is always a fun podcast to listen to. Definitely really check it out. The live from Orlando was on the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, the Live 8. That was live on their podcast, and Nick Gage comes in to try to beat up Matt Cardona.
Is that the picture where he got arrested?
Yeah.
Well, not arrested. Security came and got him.
Yeah.
That's
I give that whole thing with Matt Cardona. Yeah, he has a death sentence and shit like that. But the fact that the way he did it, and he did look like Moxley. In the beginning, like he was doing all the motions that Moxley does and shit like that. I gave him 100% credit for that because I was like, you could have fooled anybody with that. He did it to a T. So,
true, so.
Yeah, so I'm digging it. Matt Cardona versus Nick Gage is happening in GCW's anniversary show. So it's be aware. It's happening. And if you think everything is real, it's not. Like they're in this shit. Anyway. Yeah, that's all. Major Wrestling Figure podcast was fun though. It was a Live 8. That was in Baltimore.
They did a live podcast this week?
That was the live in Orlando. Yeah.
Okay.
No, the live eight. I think the next one live is in Baltimore.
Gotcha.
They
Cool.
do the Crab Shack.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Shit's good. Anyway, that's all I got.
Yes, sir.
All right, we wrap this up. This is the Wrestling Babble podcast. Follow us. The easiest way to follow us is on Spotify. It's on Red Cycle Link on Spotify. Our podcast, every single one of them are out there. From the Shell Shock to Morphin Cast to Not a Trekkie to the Game of Rage to Gets Better Rare podcast and the Wrestling Babble. Definitely follow us on there. Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and SoundCloud. All marked with the mic. I will be probably streaming back. Probably get the streaming back on for Ratchet and Clank. I'll also probably be streaming Mass Effect Andromeda.
Damn.
I don't know why I'm gonna do this to myself. So have the tortured time with me and watch me play Mass Effect Andromeda.
Do it.
Yeah, I bought it for $4 and I kind of want to play it now because I went through 1 to 3 and I was like, you know what? Let me give this a fair shot and actually try to finish this game. I know it's fixed. A lot of people are saying the game is fully fixed, so a lot of the bad glitches and shit like that were fixed. So
well, make sure you hold them accountable if you see some funny stuff.
Oh, 100%, 100%. So definitely check that out. And that's it. Follow my Twitch channel, Mark with the Mic. It'll be out soon. I'm trying to get my first run with Ratchet and Clank. I'm going to do the challenge mode next, and that's when I'll stream it.
Okay.
Good stuff. And yeah, and follow Red Cyclone Inc.
Make sure you follow us anywhere and everywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube, SoundCloud, and Spotify. And we got a WordPress.
Yep.
Make sure you follow. It's Red Cyclone Inc. So follow.
A lot of Mass Effect stuff on there.
It's all good.
It's all good. Stay tuned for Gets Better Rare, where our 2 decades of superhero comic movies is Guyver.
What a weird movie, man.
Yeah, man.